Yeah, good morning. I came to Benahavís around 15 years ago from Edinburgh in Scotland to London to Japan, then to Benahavís. For most of my working life I was working in finance, in the banking industry, in the money markets in particular. Now coming to Spain 16 years ago, my first choice was definitely mainland Spain. My political experiences in Spain, they probably began around 2007 when I used to meet the old mayor on a fairly frequent basis, and we would talk about culture differences between the foreign population and the local Spanish population, and the two are quite distinct. I think the foreign population here are fairly well off, shall we say. Most of them are retired and they have needs, they may have needed. I feel very much part of the community, and I think I've always had a fairly good social conscience. So whether, as I mentioned, whether the people are pensioners, retired, or whether it's a young family with children who need to go to school, they need to go to the local schools, I and the team in the town hall will do our best to help them out. Initially we had 2 English speakers. There's now probably 5 in various departments. I think that the main reason, I think a lot of people get involved with politics because something's broken. I think I'm getting involved in politics because I think the current government in Benahavís have been doing a great job, and all they need was help in polishing the finished product. And in my case, it's the foreign department or the foreign residents who've come and they've chosen to come and live here. It's a long-term decision, it's not a holiday decision. So anything I can do to help them with my culture, my background, has got to be good for the area. I think it has to come down to the culture thing. If you go to any municipality, whether it be from Torremolinos to Manilva, to Estepona, to Marbella, to Benahavís, I think if you roll the clock back 10 or 15 years, they weren't ready for the tsunami of foreign residents that were coming to live here, but we're here now, and God bless them. The English, the Germans, the Dutch, the Russians now spend their pension or spend their income in this country. So if there were any obstacles, it was because the town hall or the town halls were not ready for this influx of foreign devils. And but now we're here, and I can only speak for Benahavís, but Benahavís have accepted that these guys are good for the economy. They spend money, they spend their income, they spend their pension, their relatives come and visit here, they have holidays here. Well, the most effective way is to help your community. And this is local politics. We're the town hall, the ayuntamiento, anywhere. It's a public service. We're looking after the people. So whatever is right, we should be doing it. For example, behind me, which you can get a shot of later, we have a new guarderia or kindergarten, and that was because maybe 8 years ago, we identified that there's a shortage of places in the guarderia. There were 42 places, and every year we had 70 kids applying. So every year there's a few kids left out, and they had to find another solution. So we looked for funding. We looked for funding from Andalusia, from Madrid, as I mentioned, and the project was created. We built a new guarderia with 72 places, which is great. So that kind of covers nearly all the kids. Unfortunately, what we didn't see coming was the crisis in Spain, crisis globally, whereby central government makes a decision, and the decision is to have government cutbacks. So the government cutbacks are at the macro level. The micro level is the guarderia. So, we built the guarderia, 72 places, everything's hunky-dory in the kindergarten. And then we found, because of the government cutbacks, we couldn't employ 2 new teachers to cater for the extra 30 kids. But we found a way. So we opened a year late, but everything's been resolved. I believe there's 4 teachers in there now. There's 70 kids. You can hear them in the background. They're happy. And what a great start in their life. You know, they're on the edge of a park, the gate's open, they come out and play in the park. They're happy. Hopefully they'll continue with a great education and end up at university one day.